Why we focus on Google? Google gets about 67% of the search results compared to the other search engines. Bing, 14%, Yahoo, 11%, and others, 4%. So that's why Google is more important than any other search engine combined. All of those combined only have about 33% of the total search results. And once you rank well on Google search, then most likely you're going to be doing well with the other search engines. That's also important. So in my presentation, everything I talk about is going to be Google-based. Here's a typical page of Google search. Here I'm searching for New Jersey plastic surgeon. And at the very top, you see Google Ads, 3 sections. And they're marked with the word AD. And then below that, organic results start right here. So all of this is organic. And the purple here is maps. Then you can see A, B, and C, which will be shown on the map on the right side. And then finally, we have the Google reviews here. There's a little Google Plus page. There used to be authorship, Google authorship, but Google has removed the authorship, so they're not showing that anymore, so we don't discuss this in this class. Now, is SEO dead? That's the real question we should answer before we get into it. This is a plastic mail enhancement website that we built for a client last year. And we started doing search engine optimization for them. They're based in New York. And so this is the results that we got today. I think last night I captured this screenshot. You see they have Adwords here. And they're ranking at #1 for this key phrase. This is just one of the keywords we're targeting. I will get into keywords a little bit. We don't want to we look at one important keyword like plastic surgery or breast augmentation or tummy tuck, but we shouldn't be just focusing on those very few keywords because there are over 800 different keywords that your prospective patients may be looking for on the internet to find you. So we want to target as many possible keywords there is. But this is just one example. This is the meat of it. So in 1 year time frame, in less than 1 year time frame, we were able to increase the organic traffic, here's the blue line, is the organic traffic, from less than 100 visitors to the website up to about 600. Okay, and that's a very specialized practice. Okay, and the red line here is Google AdWords. That fluctuates based on how much money you're willing to spend on AdWords. So the answer to the question, is SEO dead? Definitely not. So if you know how to use Google to your benefit, still organic search results bring us the best return on investment. We're going to get into that as well. And we'll do some comparison between AdWords, pay-per-click, and SEO. So that will be interesting for you as well. Here's another example, associates in plastic surgery. This is a multi-office practice based in New Jersey, New York. So we'll be discussing this client of ours who's been with us for a couple of years. We built this website twice, and I'll explain why we rebuilt it twice and how we were able to increase the conversions and increase the traffic to the website. So back to the New Jersey plastic surgery keyword that we had. You see this client is doing AdWords, so they're here, and they're doing SEO with us, so they have a couple of listings on the first page. They also have another organic listing below here. So they have 3 listings in the organic results for that particular one keyword. Again, there are over 800 different keywords we're targeting for this practice. And here's the kind of traffic we're able to generate for them over the past 2 years. Now, the traffic is important to get traffic to your website, but as I said, we need to monitor conversions. We need to know how many actual patients are contacting your practice from the internet. That's the million-dollar question. And we were able to monitor their conversions over the past few months, and this is the result. In 1 month, 231 people contacted the office as new patients, and there are 5 offices in 5 different cities in New Jersey and New York, so this is a big operation. But this all came from their website. So we had 113 people coming from SEO work, 81 from AdWords, and 37 directly. And here's a breakdown of the traffic versus leads. So the blue bar that you see is the traffic. The red bar is the actual leads that came through. So for SEO, we had a 4%, and this is called a conversion rate. So when you divide the number of leads by the number of local traffic that goes to your website, you get a percentage. And that percentage is called conversion rate. So for SEO, we had a 4% conversion rate, which means out of every 100 people that visited the website from the organic search results from SEO, we had 4 people contacting the office as new patients. Make sense? For AdWords, we had a 2% conversion rate. So the gentleman here who asked about AdWords, normally that's the case. We get less conversion rate with AdWords than we get with the organic results. The reason is that most people don't trust ads, even though they click on them. So they just want to see what's going on, but they don't trust the doctor who's advertising. That's a generalization, of course. But should we not do AdWords? Definitely not. We should be doing AdWords at all times. And Yodel that you mentioned, they're experts in AdWords. And then direct traffic, we have a 20% conversion rate for direct traffic. Direct traffic comes to the website if another website refers someone to your website, or you have another doctor basically giving your name, and the person just puts your URL in the address bar, so you get a direct traffic. So here's how we measure the return on investment. It's a basic formula. So we have SEO leads 113. Let's say an estimation, 37 of those patients actually became patients and they signed up for surgery. And on average, they paid $5,000 each. So we have a revenue in 1 month of $185,000. And if the practice has spent $7,000 on SEO, then we're able to divide these two numbers and get a percentage. And that's our return on investment. So 2,642% would be the return on investment for this particular practice. And then we can do the same thing for AdWords. So we had 37 leads for AdWords, 12 possible patients, $60,000 in revenue. Let's say they spend the same amount of money for AdWords, so we get 857% return on investment for AdWords. And here's a third example of another client of ours, Dr. Crofts. Is Dr. Crofts here today? No? Okay, he was in my class last year. A few months ago, he signed up to get help with his website. And here's just a snapshot. This is a one-person or one plastic surgeon office, just one location in a small town. So I'm bringing this example kind of as a comparison between the two offices so you understand how SEO could really differ depending on where you are. So they're getting 28 leads from SEO. They're not doing any AdWords. And then this is their conversion rate based on the number of leads they're getting and the amount of traffic that their website is getting. And then here is how we can do the ROI.